Well, good morning. Welcome once again to working. Today, we are going to be pouring some stamped concrete. And I don't think I've shown you that on the channel yet. You saw some of the setup for these stamped borders that we're doing for this giant driveway. And today we're gonna pour half of it. So I think we're 191.5 feet, give or take. We're doing 3 yards and we're gonna be pouring all the border up to about there. We're gonna be doing all this central area here, and then a bunch of it over here. We'll probably stop around this corner depending on how far 3 yards gets us. So yeah, it'll be an interesting process to show you. Basically, we'll pour it all in. We have to edge it all, which is gonna take a very long time because there are a lot of edges to do. And then once it gets to a certain firmness, we'll do a trowel finish on it, but not too hard. Then we'll be actually spreading this fine powder release over the top of it. And that will actually, as we stamp, we'll put a rubber stamp over top, stamp it, and then the release agent is like a charcoal color that goes into the cracks to give you the relief for the pattern that we're gonna put on. And then we have some tools, kind of chisels, that we'll be putting some lines in, not really grout lines, but just kind of like break lines. And yeah, it's an interesting process. It's pretty laborious. It's really messy. And it should be interesting. And hopefully, it's going to be kind of warm. Hopefully, we're not going to get too much sun on any of this yet, because once it's ready to stamp, you kind of have to get on it all very quickly because the timing is really important. So now it's about 9:30. We're just going to wait for the truck to come. Hopefully, it'll be here at 10. And hopefully, this will go smoothly. We shall see. They're actually early today, which is kind of crazy. That's never happened before. Morning. So this one is a little weird. We're gonna probably back you into this side first. Yeah, and then we're gonna be pouring the central area around the wall, and then part of this side, part of that side. So I guess first thing, we'll just back you up on that side and we'll kind of see where we can get you. Yeah, they have never been early before. Good omen, maybe? Yeah, I think we'll start there. Okay. And we have a break point down there, and then we'll kind of get you forward and then, you know, try to go down this side. Then we'll try to back you up here. It's a little tighter. And then we'll go from there down to wherever we stop, basically, with your 3 yards. Okay. So it'll be a little touch and go. You think you can get up in here? I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Alrighty. Let's see what kind of slump you got and everything.
Move them over a little?
Yeah, maybe. Do you have a wall hook on you?
I do. Okay. I don't know if you want it, but...
Yeah, probably. We'll see how it works. I want to keep you pretty low and go pretty slow. Oh yeah. You got 3 on, so let's do at least 5, I'd say. That matches pretty good with the door there. Looking pretty close. Let's go with that for now. kind of slow here. Trying to keep it off that threshold. You got enough back there? This is gonna take a while. What's that?
Ramp way up to the sprint.
Yeah. The garage slab is quite a bit lower. The driver knows what he's doing so far. He's going nice and slow, not moving too fast, too far, too fast. A bad driver, this could be very bad. Bad. The corner a little bit with the wheelbarrow, so it'll make it easier when we reposition on the other side.
I can back up and get over, but then we got to back up and get over to get out.
It fills so quick, it's not a big deal. Did you already put a little squirt in there? Or? Okay. We haven't poured this terracotta color in a long time.
Oh yeah.
Probably fun to clean off, huh?
Real nice. I don't like color.
They're trying to match some of the wood grain, I guess, and it should look good because we're going to do a sand finish on the main part. So it'll be a cool contrast, I think. But
the whole driveway is going to be concrete.
Yeah, so all these stamp borders and then sand finish everywhere else.
That'd be nice.
It's going to be a big one.
Yeah.
I think it's over a 50 grand job.
Wow.
That includes all the excavation though and everything, but they had an existing driveway they had to rip out. Yeah, that slump seems good for now. Should almost just shovel it because I can sort of see my lines here, but Is the other shovel around, Justice? Going okay so far. Maybe not. Well, it's coming along. Might have to add a little more water here once we finish this side. Curious how far this is actually going to go. Some of this is deeper than I figured it for, I think. Driver is very good though. I think I want to add a bit more water. We're getting towards the end here, and I'm hoping we have enough concrete to finish what I hoped we would finish. I think it was a little deeper than I had anticipated. Things are going okay so far. So yeah, we'll just finish up pouring and then it's gonna be a lot of edging. There we go. This doesn't fit here. Yeah. That should work. done pouring. That's a little more than I thought. You got my mag?
Oh, yes, I do.
Where's the other edger?
Dad has it. This is the third one in my little bag in the back of the car.
Okay, I'm gonna grab that, but we need to make sure we rake that mud out. Well, we had enough concrete for what I wanted to get done. Everything is poured out. We were scrambling a little bit because it took so long to pour this, but I think we're in pretty good shape now. I'm starting to do the final trowel finish on some of these. It's still a little too soft to stamp, but pretty soon we'll be spreading the release agent on here and getting ready to stamp this stuff. So far, so good. Right now I'm just doing the finer finish with a trowel as opposed to a mag. But yeah, that went about as well as could be expected. Spider web in my face. They're always trying to catch me. Hey, Spidey, you're not gonna catch me. What are you hanging off of? There we go. Yeah, it's a lot of stamp to pour at once. You know, this is definitely the hardest section right now. A little bit in the sun. It's still a little soft to stamp, but I'm gonna get it troweled out. We might have time for a quick break, but then I'm gonna be starting to throw the release agent over this, and then you guys will get to see the whole stamping process. Won't quite be the same as it normally is because this is such a narrow thing, and typically you have a lot more big stamps and you're putting them out and stepping on them and peeling them back, and it's a lot more involved. But with this one, you don't actually have to step on the slab because it's so narrow. But you'll get the gist of it. That went really well. I have to say that driver was really good. And it really helps to have a driver who knows what they're doing, because otherwise this could have gotten a lot more hectic. All right, so I think I'm gonna start spreading the release on this line and this line. I'll probably actually start stamping here first.
Really?
Probably, we'll see how it goes. And you can just keep going. I don't like these very much.
You didn't do a very good job when he first was magging.
You can maybe try to get a little cream up on these rock pockets a little bit as you go. Where did you start?
There.
Yeah, maybe like, especially like that kind of thing, maybe you can get a little cream on there. Because since we can't really stamp against that very well, it'd be good to have it a little tighter. So now the fun begins. Get some rubber gloves, because this is messy, messy stuff. I want to take my watch off too. So now I'm going to be spreading release agent, which is this stuff. It's basically, I think, pig fat and then some color. Supposedly non-toxic, but it's a mess. Okay. This stuff is really hard to clean off. It gets everywhere. It's pretty annoying. Some people use a liquid release, but I just don't think it looks as good when it's all finished. You would spray it on. So basically it's to make it so when you put the stamp down, it doesn't stick. And also it gets a color into the cracks and crevices of the stamps. Here it is, and it is the weirdest stuff. It does not mix with water at all. So if you have a puddle and you throw this over the top, it'll just look like a dry puddle of this. You can see the texture of this. It's so fine. It's weird stuff. I'm gonna start up over here. Basically just throw it all over the place. Try not to get it too thick, but you want it thick enough that when you put the stamp down, you're not going to get any of the moisture of the concrete coming through. So just make sure you get nice coverage. Yeah, stamped concrete is a mess. Go. Getting there over there? Yeah, do everything in the sun first, I guess, and I'll just kind of skip around. So yeah, it spreads pretty easily and evenly. This is obviously easier because it's so narrow. So there we go. One big section. I'll start up over here. So you didn't go around the corner, right? You're kind of like from here. You're about from here. Oops.
Yeah.
All right. Now we stamp. So, normally we'd be using stamps this big. They have handles on the back, but that's too big for us to use today. So I'm probably gonna be using these smaller guys. I compare the pattern. Looks about the same. Let's see if I can use this bigger one. Going smoothly so far. I don't want to jinx it, but it's going pretty well. This first part, I'm gonna have to maybe just get a block of wood that I can hit with my hammer, because I'm not gonna be able to get the big tamper in there. This baby. And then we're also gonna put cut lines in with this chisel. So, get one of these little guys. So I've got all these cables underneath here too. This is gonna be a real hassle. Get in like that. Lift straight up and don't scrape it, and you get a little bit of a pattern. These aren't super deep, and it looks like we're still pretty soft, so I'm going to hit pretty softly. And it's just annoying that I can't really get into all these little crevices here. Maybe I can get a little bit more in there. Not bad. So then I'm going to put this hard edge, and you want to overlap quite a bit the spots that you've already done. Now I'll use the big guy. Not too hard. Yeah, it looks like that edge did not totally get there. So I'm going to put the hard edge on the edge. Going really soft because the mud's still pretty soft right now. There we go. So hopefully the camera's picking that up. You can see the relief in there. Do that again, overlap almost halfway. So that's why this is expensive. It takes a long time. Now I'm going to put the hard edge against the threshold again to get that a little better. So it looks like I'm going to have to keep switching back and forth to make sure we get right to the edge. Let's see if that actually got the edge against the form. Yeah, that got it. That's not too bad. I don't want to keep using the same stamp over and over here, but we'll try to get into the corner over here. Pretty good, pretty good. What you want to avoid are patches where there's just no pattern at all, because that will really show up when you wash everything off. This black or charcoal release agent won't stick in the areas that don't get stamped down. So then if you clean it all off, it's just gonna look like crap. But that's basically it. And then I'm going to take this every once in a while and make a little mark. Hopefully fairly square. Just like that. I'm going to keep going. Alrighty, so far so good. Just putting these lines in kind of randomly. Breaking it up. Basically serving as a relief cut. A little longer on this one. All the timing has been pretty perfect so far. Been able to start stamping. It's a little soft, but not too soft. And I don't think we're going to be scrambling at the end. I think everything's going pretty well. But a lot of that has to do with us trying to make sure it goes pretty well. It's not just luck. Though luck has something to do with it. We got a really good driver, so that helps. Okay, I'll probably do that sunny section next. That's it. What time is it? 2. Yeah, I predicted 2. Pretty close. I don't know that you need to put any more in than that one. That could be a long one. Just wash these babies. Well, that went pretty well. Yeah, that was a lot of edges to do in one pour. You can see how the water does not mix with this stuff at all. Really weird. It makes a mess. When I pressure wash this tomorrow, which you probably won't see, maybe I'll try to show you the last pour we do. It just flows everywhere. That's when you really need to wear a mask. All right. Not bad at all. So tomorrow we will pressure wash and strip. We're gonna get some of the sand finish ready to go. I'll probably show you, I don't know, maybe I'll show you the process of getting it all sealed, the finished product, Or I may do 1 or 2 more videos as we do more of these pours, because there will be mini pours. We're gonna have 1 more for the stamped, but that's probably gonna be after we do a few pours for some of the sand. And the sand finish, we're probably just gonna come maybe halfway from the garage to here, maybe across there, maybe about 500 square feet. So you don't want to do too much more than that at once. And there's also the issue that you need to spray out the surf etch on top of the sand finish, and you can't reach into the very middle if you pour too much at once. So yeah, that is stamped concrete. Kind of a pain in the ass. That's probably not good. Wear a mask, people. I don't know why I didn't wear a mask. Always wear a mask. Really wasn't too bad today because stuff stays low. And there was a nice breeze carrying it away, but yeah, you should have still been wearing a mask, and I'll definitely be wearing a mask when I pressure wash it, because it goes all over the place. Probably all covered in black dust. But there you go, gang. That is stamped concrete. Not as tough, not as irritating as it could be if you're doing a really big slab of stamped concrete when you're out there in the middle of it with these giant stamps and you're, I don't know, it could get worse than that. That went actually very smoothly and went pretty well. But I'm glad that I had the opportunity to show you a little bit of that process. It's just one of the things we do. And if you are ever looking for concrete work in Whatcom County, you can contact Contech Concrete Construction. That's who I work for. My father's company. There is a link in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. And aha, if you're just finishing a long, hard day of work yourself, have an ice cold bottle of chocolate milk from me. Edaline Dairy. Delicious.